welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Looks as if... on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Brings up second down.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. The running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Still running at the 40. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. defense getting set for first down. They'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He wants to throw here on second down. Still looking on the move. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Applewhite. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Second down.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Unloads quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. That's caught. It's Blunt. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense working from the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set up and then getting upfield.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He makes the connection. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw, using his feet to buy time. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that pass is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's O'Connell. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's DeMarco. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little time. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hawkeye! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. Running toward the tape. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. On the move, it's O'Connell. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now adjusting. Got his man on the right. Tripped up for the tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Ohio State.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before.
And it's blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Going for the return. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Looking to throw on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ohio State, 13.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to pass on second down. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Looking to scramble. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
19, Iowa, 14.
He'll return it. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They keep attacking through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Iowa! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to throw. trying to get to it. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll try to run it in. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to...
Off he goes. He's at the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Quick completion on the out route. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is getting smoked. And even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 28 to Sam Houston. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll throw on third and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
32.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. Not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. Completion. He's now got over 300 yards passing.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the right.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the 1st down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has him set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Feeling some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just 1 over Georgia Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 45, on his way. And he breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'll try to sneak it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pressure coming. And the ball is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snatches it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, and force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on third down, they get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.